3 carry-ons and 2 main ones. And I think we're going to end up buying the kids their own when we get there. In suitcase, we have shoes. And under here, the swim bag thing is the secret heavy thing. This bag is just pillows and blankets. What's wrong?
Bottles, toys.
Yeah, this is the carry-on snack bag, crackers and snacks. And then in this bag we got our electronics, the baby monitor.
This is the diaper bag.
That's the diaper bag. Lincoln keeps finding those crackers.
Everything.
Those are for on the airplane, Lincoln. Are you excited for them on the airplane?
Tractor seals, some my Twisty things, some new toys, some board games. That's our stuff. Okay, let's not worry about that until we're on the airplane. So then we got, and we were at their house, we didn't have
Our bathroom stuff.
our bathroom stuff here and some stuff that Naughty Binky stealed. And a bag.
That's a bathroom bag.
A bathroom bag.
Yeah.
And that's what my mother said. To know to open right
Oh, Linky, we gotta pack that. This is Submarine Park. Look at that boat. Oh my goodness, look at that boat. Look at that. You can't go inside, it's only for looking at. Here. Lincoln, say, look at that boat. Engine operate.
That's what makes a propeller go on the boat.
That's super cool.
Watch this. Check this out.
Oh my gosh. What's happening? Holy mackerel. Yeah. Oh goodness. Okay, Linky, you ready? Push down.
Assistance.
Nobody else could pump this thing. Only Daddy can get it working.
Glued it together so you can see what this boat looks like.
It's huge.
So that it stops the boat. Otherwise, the boat keeps floating away.
This is what Papa used to make. He was
Didn't he make propellers?
and they made anchors there.
Oh.
Look at this giant launcher.
The acetylene does?
Provides a light 5 times stronger than that for kerosene or oil.
Oh. Well,
Look
that's
at all these lanterns, Mom.
Oh my gosh. Lantern Haven. I just need one for display purposes at my house.
Whoa!
Let's use next submarine.
I've got thingamabobs and something something. Something 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 something. You want to stay in here and look around some more? This is the Titanic, Lyric. There's a whole movie about this boat.
You probably won't enjoy the movie. But the whole movie is that the boat hits.
The boat sinks.
24-pounder carronade.
Oh,
Carronades were a relatively recent invention introduced by the British during the War of American Independence. Short-ranged and firing a heavy shot, they were usually mounted on the side carriages, taking up less space on board ship. They allowed vessels to be more heavily armed. This 24-pounder is from an unknown British ship at Halifax during the War of 1812.
Lincoln is ready to go see the boat, like the real boat outside. Oh my goodness, done at the museum already. You ready?
yeah.
Well, where nobody else is ready, you gotta wait. Some kind of rigging.
They probably had an anchor of some kind. It's for the
Oh, it's for the anchor. We absolutely loved spending Canada Day in Halifax. There were tons of activities and entertainment along the waterfront. The Maritime Museum of the Atlantic was free admission, as was the Citadel and the Canadian Museum of Immigration at Pier 21. So tons of free activities that you could go and places that you could go and check out. They also opened up access to a couple of the boats at the waterfront. We had time to check out the C.S.S. Acadia before going to hit up lunch. Hey, we're at our Airbnb while we visit Halifax. Come with me, I'll take you on a little tour. Up the long stairwell. Over to Lincoln. We got a lovely bathroom with laundry. Oh yeah, Lincoln, you left the fridge open. We got this lovely sitting area and stove. Kitchen. Very sweet little seating zone. Don't mind our stuff. It looks like another kind of main bathroom, which is nice, 2 bathrooms. Bedroom number 1. And this is the double or the master, but it's got 2 like twin beds, which is very sweet. Feels very hotel-like. And then we got this last bedroom with the cute little bunk set. And then we can look down, and that's where we parked. Hello! I love this hot tub zone. That's awesome. How'd it get up here? Like, how'd they get the hot tub up here?
Behold the pretzel from rolled gold. These are made in Nova Scotia. We just found out yesterday. Nobody eats them in the munchies, so I'm gonna eat them all.
We love this kids book. This kids Halifax book. It's got everything. Entertainment. Got a map. downtown. We really like the yeah. We really like the ice cream recommendation. Where's that? Kid-friendly restaurants. This one had some really cool like day activity, like and do some of all of it stuff. Ice cream shops. Yeah, that's where we found out about Booza.
How about the cat? You want to color the cat?
Yeah.
Okay, you color the cat. Get him good. You got his ears.
Okay, this is the secret tunnel. This is like the uber sketch graffiti tunnel.
If you Google it, it's called Tunnel Under the Railway Tracks, bracket, great shortcut, very atmospheric and historical.
Huh. The Halifax Seaport, that's where we were at, with the immigration museum, the statue, and the Garrison Brewing. There is the Halifax Seaport Farmers Market, and I think that's only runs on the weekends. This is the start of the boardwalk. It's lovely and huge. We're moving towards the drunken lampposts. But this is your scenic spot, guys. This is like your come take your photo, and like if you're not coming during the rainy season like us, you get some lovely views of Dartmouth. Over here, oh, lovely day to see George's Island actually. Wow, that is probably the best looking day I've seen yet for views.
Every summer, so they're here from June to October, and this is kind of a small one. So they get about 6.5 each.
What?
1,000, 2,000 pounds.
No way.
They basically eat jellyfish all day long.
This is huge.
So much jellyfish, they actually eat their body weight in jellyfish every day, and they increase their weight by 33%. And because they look completely different than any other turtle, they have this shell that actually allows them to expand and contract. So while they're here, they actually will physically get fatter.
These turtles are called the leatherback turtles.
Sea turtles. Yep.
The leatherback sea turtles.
Yeah, so they're the biggest turtle
here.
and are
In the world,
in
or
the world.
they are the biggest turtle in the world.
Yep.
Go near the front, baby.
Yeah, let me just tell you a bit about the boat. Do we have any Toronto Maple Leaf fans on board? Woohoo! So this boat was basically built the last time the Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup. Oh, yes. Sorry about that. It's always a good way to introduce it. But yeah, the reason I mentioned that is because... What's that?
He's getting off. He's like, no.
Stairs are up. You're stuck. Sorry. Yeah, the reason I mention that is because it's old, it makes noise, it does some squealing, creaking, stuff like that. Don't be alarmed, it's just how it is, so totally safe. And if you look at the width of this thing, it is actually wider than a bus and wider than a semi. We keep all your limbs inside of the vehicle at all times. And also, there's no suspension on here. I always gotta look above myself to not hit my head somewhere.
LARC 5. This stands for the Lighter Amphibious Resupply Cargo, and the 5 stands for the 5 tons of weight that these machines are able to carry. Now, they were originally created for the Vietnam War, so they are indeed war vehicles. Oh well. After we decided decided to remodel these bad boys. We painted them up with the finest blue and green painting, featuring Tibber the Frog. He's the little mascot that hops around the city with us. And if you spell Tibber backwards, it spells ribbit. Yeah, ribbit, ribbit. Okay. Some of you know the lore. We'll now be climbing up onto Citadel Hill. Now, this is one of Canada's most popular national historic sites. All right, folks, here we go.
Oh my gosh!
And welcome to the Halifax Harbour, everybody. Halifax is home to a very special harbour, folks. It is the world's second largest naturally occurring ice-free harbour, which means it does not freeze over, even in the very cold Canadian winter. There is recorded to be about 40 different shipwrecks along the bottom of the harbour, as well as 32 Volvos. But no harbour hoppers. Alrighty, folks. Now, up until this point, the tour has been very fun. We are going to take it down a little bit to a more serious note while we talk about the Halifax explosion as well as the Titanic. And welcome back to land, folks. Give it up for Captain Curtis today.
This is where we're going for dinner. The Alexander Keys and Black Sheep.
Chance to share with you Alexander Keith, the man, his brewery, and of course his beer. We're going to teach you a bit about the history and then the brewing process, and later on you'll get a taste of real Nova Scotian culture in the form of a ceilidh. Now, if you're not familiar with our Celtic heritage, ceilidh is Gaelic for down-home kitchen parties, and that's where you're going to get to try some of our brewed on-site small batch beers.
You think we would get infected by the guys under the gravestones? Because you think they're like zombies. But they're not. Zombies is a movie thing. It's not real. Yeah. This is real. This is a graveyard. But people like to reuse gravestones in at Halloween time, right? It's a little too scary. Are you ready to keep going?
But I don't like being bullied underground.
You don't like being buried underground? Okay, I'll make sure I make a note of that in your future will. So I'm walking past, sorry, there's some construction nearby. I'm walking past one of the cemeteries near the waterfront in Halifax. And like the cemeteries around Nova Scotia are really cool because they are really been hit with the weather. So a lot of them, you can't even read what's written on the headstones. Like it's really neat to see. Today we're going to Dartmouth. We are gonna take the ferry across the way. Sorry, I'm a little hoarse. I caught a sickness off my kid, classic. And so yeah, we're gonna take the ferry across, and we were gonna go to this like touch and feel place, but it is temporarily closed, so we're hoping to hit it a little bit later on in the trip. But my sister has a couple restaurants that she really wants to hit up, and there's like a comic book place and then the boardwalk. So that is the plan for this morning. Then we have to jetty back across the ferry to come back for nap time. So that'll be this morning's adventures. Off we go to the ferry. Boat is called a wake. The escalator. Looks so gangster. So we are out on the like sort of boardwalk in Dartmouth. I really wanted to hit it, but the kids had to go back for nap time, so Tyler and I get to go for a little date night, and we decided to come hit the boardwalk. And apparently there's like some cool graffiti art out here, so I really wanted to see if I could find it. And then I saw a cidery, so we're gonna hit that. I think it's Lake City cider. But the boardwalk is where we are. It's wet, and we had to take the toll bridge to get here from Halifax. This place, you need change. You need to have like your money, like all your coins for everything. So the ferry needed exact change, and so does the toll bridge. So keep that in mind. Make sure you got your cha-ching moolah, okay? Otherwise, it's a pain in the butt if you're trying to get places and you're driving and you can't cross anything. So anyway, just a heads up. This is the one I saw in another YouTuber's video. I think it was David and Sky when they traveled to Nova Scotia. This was the graffiti wall that they went to, and I really wanted to find the same one. So yay, I'm pretty sure this is it. Thanks for the recommendation, guys. Look at that one, they did that tank over there. That's really cool. It just keeps going. That's not even the end of it. But wait, there's more. Who's that superhero?
Spawn.
Oh, I didn't know that. This is the one that catches Tyler's eye. Like a mechanical construction site. That tells you where our heads are at because our kids are all about construction.
Oh, well, look at that. I just found 2 more.
We are on the Harbour Walk Trail now. Where are we? Where's the You Are Here thing?
Probably there.
There, that's where we are. This is where the cool graffiti is. And this is our view. Lovely. See nothing. Apparently you can see Halifax though from here.
This is the hardest part of food vlogger, people. I just want to eat. Are you ready?
I am. Open it. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Damn. Look at all that pickle.
Look at all those pickles. This is a classic Nova Scotian thing. Donair sauce.
Oh yeah.
Donair sauce on your pizza.
Ah.